We come back to the echoes of Achter, narrowly escaping what could have been a deadly encounter. Charlie, could you please tell us what has occurred?
Charlie drives on, focusing on the road ahead. This isn't her first loss, and it won't be her last. She's learned how to compartmentalize and speed up the closure process. In her head, we see the inside of a church. The first few rows show people seated. Charlie approaches the podium in front of an open casket, her neighbor Morty lying inside. She clears her throat and begins to speak. We are gathered here today to mourn the loss of a good man, Morty. Morty was the kind of neighbor who always was around when the family needed help. He organized the meal train when Dad fell off the ladder. He bought us our first chicken when we mentioned wanting to start raising animals. To be perfectly honest, I thought he was already dead, sitting amongst the pews with you all. Her mind flashes through the previous day's events. Ash skateboarding along the mall, Ironclad chasing behind. Desmond staring off quizzically during Father Gabriel's rant, as if trying to solve an unsolvable puzzle. And Sylvie making the snap decision to do what needed to be done. This one, though, this feels different. He probably thought he finally saw a friendly face in finding us. He didn't know we were on a mission. He didn't know we begged to leave the Haven to go find others, only to guarantee potentially the one friendly face's own demise. Didn't know we had to say hard goodbyes to our friends, knowing we may not return. What were we supposed to do when they cut us off our path on the road? Risk our small group's lives to see if the small chance these people that nearly ran us off the road weren't hostile? He must not have learned how cruel the world has become until he saw me drive us away in his last moments. Rest in peace, Morty, our dearly departed neighbor. Now, please join the others for the next one. Morty opens his eyes, and he gets up and leaves the casket, sits down in an open spot in one of the pews for the next in this grim procession. Lying in the casket, switches between Sylvie, Desmond, Ash, wondering who she loves will be next.
This camera pans back to the destination that you left Morty behind for. Perched on Achter, the old radio tower. Its rusting metal frame silhouetted against the pale, cloudy sky. It stands like a lone sentinel, half forgotten and overtaken by
How
nature.
close are we?
You are parked outside of it. You see the ivy and creeping vines that have wrapped around the tower, as though trying to contain something within. Within nature, cables are entwined. Wires dangle haphazardly from its structure. And at the base, fenced off, jagged remnants trying to blockade this building. The doors slightly ajar, creaking in the wind, but you see chains, as though someone had tried to secure it. And up in a window in this tower, you see a light blinking. And as you look closely, you see lights flickering. This place has power.
I suppose that's a good sign.
Will you remind me, Bryn, back at the Actor Mall, are we running mostly off of generators right now?
Yes.
Okay.
And you have also found a way to use the river that is close by to generate power as well.
Probably safe to assume this place also has generators, since the power grid is most likely not being manned.
Does this light that we see kind of flickering, is it a different color or is it just like a normal light bulb?
It is red in color.
Hmm.
Okay.
Good question.
Well, we'll just have to keep an eye out. Not sure what that red is. Could be an emergency light if I'm recalling, in the past, red is an emergency color. So, I don't know. We'll see.
Could also be some kind of broadcasting light, like a light letting the person know, hey, your message is currently being sent out there. If there is anyone still in there.
Seems to be the the real question when we're dealing with this kind of stuff. All right, well, door's already sort of open. Anybody got anything like a crowbar or something to pull those chains the rest of the way, or
I got a hand
Sure.
axe.
Before we get like too close, uh, these guys they kind of like to grab. I've got a hat if anybody wants, or I don't know if we want to like ponytail up or anything, but I recommend for anybody who's got like
Yeah.
long hair.
Sylvie Rose will pull just like a piece of ribbon off the side of her bag that had been twisted all the way up and tied in a bow. It looks like this really old, what it looks like if you have any like younger cousins or siblings or like young female family or friends, uh a small little lacy ribbon on the end of like a child's dress is what it looks like as it's all tattered and discolored as she pulls it off her bag and ties her hair up.
Hmm.
We're on it. I know what to do. She just pulls it back.
Desmond slides his hand across his bald head, like, I think I'm good.
You know, if not, I think I got something in here. I mean,
I think a
might
bow
not
would
be
look real
smooth
good,
enough. Yeah.
Charlie,
I've got my hair in a braid.
all right, this one's for me then.
All right.
Is this lot small enough that Ash could do a perimeter check real quick? Like take a walk around.
It wouldn't be. Define what you mean by small for me,
Enough
please.
that within even just like a couple minutes, he could go around the outside and make it back.
In a couple of minutes, yes, it would probably take you about 5.
Okay.
So you would like to
Uh,
scout?
Yeah, guys, like we could also check, if there's other ways that are in that are already open. It might be kind of nice too to make sure that that's not like our only way in and out.
Yeah, but let's not wander off alone. We need to at least be in pairs.
I agree.
Pairs? I'm not sure how I feel about splitting up, but I suppose the buddy system is still safer than going out alone.
We could all go if that's better.
Yeah, field trip.
Yeah. We could scout out the area. Be good to check her out. The lines over there, as she points to like the trees in the distance as well. Not close to him, but
Right.
just make sure nothing's creeping.
Mm.
I'll park the Jeep.
Well, Ash, you can roll to scout. That is your wits.
I would love to. Okay, one success. Does it matter that there's also a one in there?
Not until you have the stress dice.
Yeah. So one success on there.
Hey.
Excellent.
As you all walk around the perimeter, you see it's a little odd, actually. At first, you can't pinpoint what's amiss. You scan, there's no walkers, shamblers, creepy crawlies. And that's what hits you. You're used to the cacophony of groans and whispers and hisses from the undead. It's silent. You're not even sure if you can hear even the barest of critters that you should be hearing in a small town like Achter that's being overrun by nature. And as you look through the building, you see that at one point, it must have been secure. You see windows boarded. You see there are other doors, but they're not like the front where you can see that they have some opening, some give. These ones you see the firmness of the chains. With a few that do look like they attempted to be open, but you can see creeping wood had barricaded them within.
Wow. Looks like they definitely put some like work on all of this. Pretty like, locked down in there, inside, outside. It might be worth when we get in, making sure we've got a way out.
That's always smart.
I mean, if nothing else, there's windows.
Mm,
Jump and take a chance.
indeed. Always
Probably
be
not
aware of
the
your points of
best.
egress.
Yeah.
Always make sure you're never boxed in.
Yeah.
Looking at the tower, like, yeah. Don't box yourself in a
Tower.
closet.
Well, I meant like just make sure that wherever you are, there's more than one way out of
Yeah.
the room, not particularly like the building.
It does
Well,
look like the front door's like the easiest way in though, if we still want to try that one.
yeah, let's try that
Yeah.
one. It makes me uneasy that the door's partially open, but
We should check
we
it for
gotta go in.
traps.
You're right.
Y'all notice how it's really, really, really quiet, right? Like, that's not just me.
Yes, no, there's seems to be no wildlife of any kind.
Do
Doesn't
we
that mean like you go?
hear any wind? Like, I know that might sound kind of odd, but like, is there rustling? Is there wind? Is there?
That is what you do here.
Okay.
Okay.
That is what you do here. You do hear the nature. You do hear the wind. But by nature, I mean like
Not
you hear
critters.
not critters. You can hear the river. You can hear the wind. But even when you're going out for supplies, you usually hear like rustling,
Crunching
you
birds,
crunching,
chittering, yeah.
but you hear nothing.
Well, at least they're not controlling the weather.
Eh,
That's somehow comforting. We'll just keep an eye out for little squirrels, raccoons, all of that.
Mm. Unless they were all eaten.
Y'all ever heard of a bittersweet eating critters? Not humans?
We do not know enough about the infected to make that kind of assumption.
Just didn't seem like something they did, but don't get me wrong, we only watched them for a couple of months at home before I joined the mall. Never seemed to catch birds out of the air like a hunting dog. But what do I know?
I don't hear
You,
shamblers either.
It's weird.
you like hungered down at home for a few months first?
Yeah. About 3 months, we were able to figure stuff out on our own. The Willards, always been a little hell-bent on doing things together versus with others, unless we need to, mind you. So we were able to build a couple fences, and my cousin John, he made this weird tower out of a couple of old trucks that my granddaddy had. It was the weirdest thing. Yeah. But anyway, now's not the time for that. But let's just say I know nature, and we were able to write some stuff down about these. We call them bittersweet. After the ivies around, they just kind of consume whatever's near.
That's smart.
I'm
Anyway.
sure whatever information you gathered would be helpful to us.
So we all have experiences with these things, and other people. I mean, Doctor, you've got your expertise as well. I mean, if I got cut right now, I know some things about, not wanting to put dirty things on open wounds, but we all got our field of expertise.
I'm not that kind of doctor. You're aware of that, yes?
Right. Maybe I do know more about wounds and things like that than.
I didn't say that precisely. It's just
Well,
I have a PhD. I'm not a medical doctor, but I still know plenty about medicine.
must have slipped my mind. I just kind of thought doctor, and I thought, you are actually a medic here.
Mm. Yes.
Well,
Well,
I'll keep that in mind. Ash, don't cut your arm off.
Sure.
Oh yeah?
he
We'll keep an
shouldn't
eye
do
on
that anyway. What on earth?
Well, he definitely shouldn't do it now, should he?
Why would he do it even if I were a medical doctor?
I don't think a doctor on their own can save someone whose arm is cut off in the
You'd
middle of
need a
all this.
surgeon of some kind.
But now we know.
Listen, it's been 3 years. I know I've done some stuff. I've learned a lot.
Well,
Let's go. I'm rambling, everybody. Let's.
you're fine. Let's just everyone be on your guard.
Always am.
We'll get to work on the door.
Do you guys think we should like announce ourselves first, or
No.
does it look
Absolutely not.
like we're focused on? Yeah, yeah.
If there are other people in there, I would hope that they would ask questions first before attacking.
Oh, well, are we expecting them to do what we don't do?
I just said hope, okay? Let's hope they're not like us.
All right, let's hope they're not like
Nick looks over at Sylvie.
Well, I mean,
Let's go.
that's kind of what I'm saying. Like they approach it a little like aggressive. I think as long as we're approaching not so aggressive,
We're just gonna break
we won't.
open their door.
Maybe they just won't shoot, on sight.
Yeah.
Maybe nobody's in here.
That's
That's
the
Maybe
what
other
they
thing.
left.
I think we've got a dead person in here. That's my theory.
So enter
Let's
quiet.
Like
hope
a-
not, because if there's a dead person there, they're most likely a walker.
Well, figure it out, I guess.
Yeah,
And
I'm
Sylvie,
gonna
like,
try to open the door.
yeah.
All right. So if you would please use force.
Force. Okay. Ooh, I'm so good at that. That's my
You
best thing.
are. Force, if you would please.
That is 1 success.
The doors clang under your swift attack. The chain doesn't break, but it falls, it loosens, so it drapes down the handles that it had been wrapped around. It's not completely open, but y'all can probably squeeze through. You are welcome to try to hit it again.
We can fit. We probably should be hush hush about it. Unless you're just really feeling like you need to hit something again, Charlie.
Oh, well, I do feel that, but I don't know if we want it to be this closed still, because if we need a swift exit, then we'll have to jump out a window.
All right.
Before you break it anymore, though, Ash will go to the car and remove the rear view mirror and come back and
Fantastic.
try and like put it through and glance through the mirror into the hallway.
Yes.
Hmm.
While he's doing this, Sylvia is gonna try and gather the chain that's coming off the door, like very quietly, kind of wrap it and gather it in her hands.
Be
Okay.
careful of rust.
Yeah, that's what I was. There's two very different things happen here. So, as you are looking, you see a very typical opening of a radio tower, just a general, you see a station where somebody would greet you, a front desk, if you will. You see chairs, the stuffing falling out of them, springs coming through, peeking through the fabric of the mattress. And you see a poster. Achter's Annual Jazz Festival. And for a moment, Ash, you hear music in your ears. Ash! Ash, buddy! Come on! What are you doing? And you feel a hand on your shoulder. And you turn and see a gentleman. Or so he says that he is. Wearing a faded t-shirt that says Creed. And you know he always claims that it's just a joke. It's just irony, but the shirt looks a little too well worn to truly believe that. But it is out of place as you look around and see everyone walking in just such a cheerful mood as the sounds of jazz play all around you. And you turn and see a man with a curtain of red hair, lots of bracelets on his wrists. What are you doing? Come on.
Come on. This is my favorite song, man. Like, I just need a couple more minutes, you know?
But the funnel cakes, man.
Oh, I didn't know they'd rolled those out.
So I'm saying
Well,
we can still hear it, man.
It's true. Look, the line doesn't really like kick in for the first couple of minutes while they're still setting up. let me just finish up this song and then we can rush over. We'll still be one of the first in line, you know.
But Ash. And he puts both of his hands on your shoulders. Why be one of the first when we could be the first?
Looks back over at the music and yeah. All right. I mean, we're here for a while, so yeah, I'm with you. Let's go.
Yeah. All right, come on. Oh, wait. One more thing.
Yeah.
Takes your skateboard off your back.
Hey,
Racy there! And he
That's not
takes
fair.
off, riding the skateboard, holding yours over his head. And he's just like, and then he falls. Wipes
That's what
out.
you get.
Wait, man, wait. Don't leave me
Jax
behind.
is on top of him, like mockingly putting like these light little punches into his stomach,
Ah!
and then, rustling each other's hair.
Oh,
Don't
jeez.
mess with other people's boards. It's bad luck, dude.
I was just, confiscating it.
Yeah. That's all you get for that shirt, man.
Now listen. It's just, I'm wearing it ironically.
Yeah, okay.
They were kings of jazz,
Oh,
in another life.
Yeah, that irony's been worn a lot lately, man.
Yeah, claps his hand on your shoulder. Yeah, thanks for, you could have gotten ahead from me there. Been the first in line.
I think we can be first together,
Yeah. You never leave me behind,
I got you, man. Through and through.
All right. Wraps one hand around your shoulder. Let's go get those funnel cakes.
Yeah.
Extra powder.
Ooh. I think I will be first, and shoves him and gets running.
No! I'm coming. Just you wait.
Throwing boards down.
Ash? You hear Charlie say. Charlie? He's been sitting there a while, not moving his mirror.
Ash, do you see anything?
Hey, sorry, it's kind of dark in there, but I thought I heard something. There might be some music still playing. I don't know if somebody's playing it or if it, got left, but
I don't know.
no, it's a little hard to see in there. It's a little dark.
Okay. Yeah. Are you all right?
I haven't heard that song in a while. And he starts kind of like playing with his necklace that falls loose.
All right. Just let us know if you need anything.
Yeah. And some music back at the mall would actually be really nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe we can go find a guitar center or something and go read that.
Sick. And he starts playing with the guitar picks that are laced through his leather necklace.
As long as it's acoustic. We don't want it to be too loud.
Heavy metal in the apocalypse is pretty cool.
That would be really cool.
Might draw in a crowd.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine that going out on your own terms and throwing a heavy metal concert?
It'd
be so
that
cool.
would never happen in a million years.
That would just be really cool.
Sylvie, as you are listening, kind of giggling, as you're gathering this chain, You know it's not broken. Charlie would have to make another hit probably for it to truly break, but you can kind of tell that you might be approaching a knot of sorts. But as you are carefully, quietly gathering it, you feel slickness. It's wet. And as you lift your fingers, you see crimson across your fingertips. It's not from you.
I'm gonna look down and around this area. See if there's any indication of where it came from other than the chain. So, like on the side of the building, on the ground.
You don't see anything.
Is it just on my hand, or is it also on the chain as well?
It just looks to be on your hands.
Y'all seeing this? As she shifts her hand towards the others.
Others, you don't see anything.
What are we supposed to be seeing?
Yeah, I didn't cut myself. It's some some blood here.
Okay, okay. Let's not panic. I'm sure we have bandages around. Let me see if
Well,
there's a wound.
no, I said I didn't cut myself. It was after I was touching the chain here, and she shifts the chain, puts her bloody hand back on the chain as she's pulling it a little bit out to kind of like see I touched it, but it's not from here. It just kind of showed up a little, but I don't see it anywhere else. As she kind of in this moment stares down at her hand again, and then just kind of tosses the chain in a pile kind of away from the door.
Perhaps you cut yourself on the chain?
And now
There's no blood.
what do you, it's right there. Like
It's not there.
Let's-
Can I see if I don't know how to describe what I'm trying to figure out. Is there something in the air right now? Because there's no
Oh.
critters, there's no shamblers, and people are zoning out and seeing things.
You will want to make a survival check,
Like,
I
Okay.
believe. Knowing what you know about the world around you.
This sounds like a gas leak outside.
yeah.
I kind of want to be like, Charlie, I want to see where this is going. And she
Wait,
looks like
literally,
psychosis or something.
She's fine.
There's a story here.
Doctor, that's unethical.
No, it's called an experiment.
That, doctor, is manipulation, which you'll need to roll for.
I'm not manipulating, I'm asking questions.
With the intent of manipulation. GM, can I push the roll?
You can push the roll, but you will add a stress dice to your pool.
Wonderful. And I get to
This feels
re-roll
important.
as many as I want when I push a roll, or just one?
You can keep pushing, and each time you add a stress dice to your.
Okay.
Ooh.
Well, we'll just start with this. Okay, stress die is good. And then one success.
You wish that it was something in the air,
Okay.
but you know this town well enough. You've been here, and through all of your experiences and all your travels, you know it's not that, but something must be burdening Miss Willard right now.
Got it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
If you were actually asking for the manipulation, I didn't get any.
No, they Charlie is unmoved by your plea to just see where this goes.
Darn it.
Ash will
Uh,
gently approach and take the last t-shirt out of the backpack and kind of tear it up a little bit. And oh, hey, Rosie, can I see your hand?
w- w- watch out. I, I didn't get cut or anything, but I'm not.
Wipe off on
It's
this
there.
main section, and then I can wrap with the rest.
Yeah, sure. She's still like staring at her hand in disbelief as she's agreeing to help from
Can
Ash.
you
with
can you feel
We'll
the
keep the
blood?
shirt separate, and then we'll take the primary bit of the shirt and just like wipe down her hand.
And as you watch as Ash wipes, the blood seems to just wipe away.
It,
Do you want a
it's
wrap on your hand, or are you good?
it's gone. I didn't cut myself, and yes, I can feel it. It felt like it was there, and when we look at the shirt, when Sylvie looks at the shirt now, is there anything on the shirt?
No, it's clean.
Uh y'all, I know what I saw. I've got better than 20/20 vision still. And there
Mm.
was blood on my hand.
And Ash is just gonna start gently wrapping just around the palm to leave her fingers free, and then give a little tie at the back end so that she can remove it easily if she ever wants to. How's it feeling? How's it like looking?
It like there wasn't any blood there. Y'all keep your keep your wits about you, I guess. Uh
Just in case, Ash will look up in case something hypothetically could have dropped on her,
yeah, right.
or like fallen from the ceiling or off of a ledge or something, and just kind of check up.
I don't think it came from anywhere else. It came from the chain, I thought, but there was nothing under it or around it or on the building. I looked before I said anything. Just and she like holds her hand with the shirt wrapped around it. Just I guess maybe something's possibly playing tricks on us here. I don't know. Let's go. I don't have an answer for it.
Have you been getting sufficient sleep?
Yes, I have.
I'm just asking because hallucinations could be a sign of sleep deprivation.
I'm telling you what I saw.
I'm not saying you didn't see what you saw. I'm saying you saw something that wasn't there.
Yeah, that's comforting. uh, would I would I know anything that could be in this area, like with my ability of like survival and like I guess even kind of scouting? Would I know anything around here that would cause something like that, like a hallucination or
One of the mall's concerns was our water, wasn't it?
You don't believe that there's anything around here.
Okay.
that causes that. But for a moment, you picture an older woman, weathered and wrinkled, the smell of bacon in a cluttered house. She hums and twists on her toes. It comes to mind, as well as the phrase, "Us Willards stay together." Did we stay together, Sylvie Rose?
You'll see her looking around now, like she is examining this area, like she is looking for something specific. Y'all hear some kind of echo?
Uh, no, but an echo would require something to make the sound to echo off of, yes?
Nothing.
Are you sure you're okay?
Thought I was okay.
Would I be able to examine her? Like, look at her pupils or anything, see if they're, like, dilated or see if she's clammy at all?
Roll
How
medicine.
do I look? Yeah, I was like, do I look different? Like
Traumatized,
sweating and-
probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
let's see.
Just something.
Oh!
Ooh.
I got 1 success.
All right. She looks, rattled. Fine.
No.
And Sylvie, well, like rattled, just
Like-
a little rattled.
I don't know.
But Sylvie, looking within, you made a choice a long time ago. And you might be needing to make a choice again.
Ooh.
Maybe this was a reminder of what may have happened before.
Maybe I just maybe I didn't sleep enough or something. You I'm gonna chalk it up to that until something else comes along. Maybe I was up reading too long or something and I lost track of time. I don't feel sleepy, but who knows, right? Either way, let's stay together, everyone.
Yeah.
Not split up. Okay?
Suppose we'll just keep an eye out then.
Charlie, if you're near the door, can you hear music on the inside like I did?
I am near the door. Can I hear music?
You hear something humming. It's like not a person humming, it just sounds like the general whir of equipment
Oh.
within. Oh, and Sylvie, add a stress dice to your pool.
Oh, fantastic. I
Um,
didn't even do anything. What do you mean? Got it.
but you do hear something. It's not quite clear. You definitely hear the hum of computers. There's something that could be music. You definitely hear a rhythmic thumping. The same pace, the same time, over and over and over.
I don't hear music per se, but I think there's someone potentially trying to get out.
Hmm.
maybe not in the immediate vicinity, but it's very rhythmic, so that makes me worried. Perhaps that it's a shambler.
Yeah, that's not great news.
Just be prepared as a
And Desmond will pull out his pistol and very, very, like his hand very shakily will load it with bullets.
Baby.
Oh.
You
Right.
okay, Doctor?
Yeah.
Doctor.
Mm.
No, you don't. Doc. I'm sorry. I'm working on it.
It's fine. Just don't like using it.
That's a good thing. I mean, I know you're a doctorette, but I wish more doctors took that stance.
Hmm.
you wish more doctors took the stance of not using guns?
Yeah.
Did they have stances to use them?
I don't know, but I never saw doctors actively like
Yeah.
so. They probably quietly, but wouldn't have minded a louder front on that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Seeing as they like to, I think yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
No,
course.
don't. But that's okay.
No idea where he's going with this.
I'm gonna open the door. I'm gonna hit the door again.
You're gonna hit it again? Okay, roll
Right.
force.
Go on, Charlie. You got this.
Sorry, the doctor's thing is cracking.
My favorite
But, like,
doc of the
quietly.
epoch. Sorry. That's
Yes.
still my favorite.
That is 3 successes. No failures.
Oh,
Hey!
these
Hey.
doors burst open with a
Quietly?
gusto. The chains fall. The doors slam against the walls.
Well,
And Charlie, that rhythm you heard stops.
They know we're here now.
Yeah,
oh gosh.
probably.
That felt good. I gotta say, that felt real good.
Well, you might have to keep swinging while we're in here. So,
Well, now I'm tired. All right.
It's really good form.
Thanks. We used to have to cut down our Christmas tree during the Christmas
Oh,
season.
right.
It was really fun.
That's
Took a long
pleasant.
time.
Just
It
now
always
picturing
does.
Charlie kicking Christmas trees down.
Oh,
Like gets it set and then just goes to the other side and just kicks it.
Well, we're in, but we did, however, lose the element of surprise.
well, I guess it's a good thing we've got two guns, an axe, and she looks at Ash for like
Rod.
Ash's weapon. Yeah.
Skateboard.
Didn't bring the skateboard.
You
damn
know.
it.
Oh yeah, you left it in the.
Oh no, we have the guitar though, right?
Oh, well, that's a very sentimental guitar. Please, can we not use that?
Fair enough. Sorry.
Wonderful. As Sylvie Rose readies her pistol as well. In a much more confident manner than the doctor. She just like pulls it out and tick 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 tink. You know how guns make noises. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how to load a gun.
I think that's,
like,
that's safe. I think that's safe bet that there's
I guess it depends on if you have a cartridge or if it's a revolver.
yeah, right. Drink.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. I've never held one.
This is all a mood.
Yeah, we're like ready.
Do you enter the radio tower?
Yeah, guns
Yes.
not blazing, but ready.
Please and thank
Yes.
you.
We're not firing yet.
No.
We're ready.
You enter and find, as Ash saw, the main greeting area where somebody must have greeted people up at that desk, saying, "Hey, you may wait right there because there's some scattered magazines on the table on a wire rack." The chairs long worn away. Posters of the very last jazz festival on the walls. And a door near a little away from the front desk that you know probably leads to the rest of the tower within.
Ash will go to move behind the reception desk and scour to see if any keys have been left behind in there.
You look behind the reception desk and you see that there are a few machetes, big giant wrenches. You also see a radio, but it looks like it's been smashed in. You see under the desk a bunch of like teeny screens that look to some of them flicker. But you see a hallway in one of the screens, as well as the outside. You see your Jeep parked out front. You see a little behind the tower. You see like another corridor that turns from the previous corridor that you've seen. But a few of the screens cannot be seen because it appears that somebody has smashed them violently. A screwdriver through one of them, as well as the signs of blood. Long dried.
Whoa.
Any chance that those screens are labeled?
Ooh.
You see Hall 1, Hall 2,
Valid.
Observation Hub. That screen is smashed. Test Subject Containment. That screen is smashed. Neural Reprogramming Center. That screen is smashed. Dissection Chamber. That screen is smashed. Failed. And this is smudged with blood and scratches. You cannot see the center word. Failed blank chamber.
Oh. Yeah.
The last one says signal disturbance room.
Oh.
When he was finding the general like weaponry and equipment, he was like, "Hey guys," and setting each piece up, and then was kind of perusing through those as he took the walkie and removed the batteries, started taking
Yes.
apart little pieces like the antenna and other little things that he knows that Desmond can use later, and then leaving the truly like ruined bits behind,
Yes.
taking the screwdriver out and taking a minute to like clean it before putting that away. And then looking through all this,
Exactly what I was gonna do too. I was like, take the tools, take the tools.
take it all.
Yeah.
And then, hey, doctor, maybe you want like one of these machetes, and then you can save bullets, and maybe you're a little more comfortable with those. And when you come over here, maybe you want to like see this.
I will happily take the machete. It's much quieter and not a finite resource.
Charlie, you really
And
good with wrenches? Do you need any of these? Like the big.
I do have a toolbox. It would be good to add some more just in case.
And then, Rosie, do you prefer machete, pistol,
Machete would be safer right now.
Mm.
She'll take that. She'll also look for names on the desk, like a nameplate or any other indicating like things around this desk here as they're chatting.
And also see what now, Ash?
he'll get out of the way so he can display the screens and kind of notate the way that they are indicated and marked, and then just kind of gesture towards the uh, disturbance section and just be like, whatever they were doing, if it's like here, it might be worth going to this spot first because that might. I don't know. Should we? I don't know, man.
Can I see? Are these like actual signs, like what you'd find in like a hospital, or are these like maybe like someone like drew on like a piece of paper? Or
Oh,
something
these were like just drawn, like you mean under the screens,
Like
like
a
the
labeler.
labels, like
Yeah, yeah.
it's like a piece of tape, and they wrote on it.
Okay. Okay. Just making sure, like,
Full hospital style with like
yeah.
the arrows on the floor.
Like the reason I'm asking is like I was wondering if this radio tower has always been used for this, or if this is like a more recent impromptu thing kind of deal. You know what I
We
mean?
never knew.
Like, right? It's like
No, this is very obviously, if you like peel like the tape back, you can see that the neural reprogramming center was once the conference room A.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you. Some of these are concerning. What on earth would they need a neural reprogramming center for?
What?
I said, what on?
Yeah.
I was wondering what they would need a neural reprogramming center for.
I'm going around. I'm looking over Desmond's shoulder.
Actually, get out of the way. Make sure there's room for everybody back there.
They're very interesting facilities here, and
Hold
I'd
on.
be lying to you if I said I wasn't curious.
Yeah, read them out to me as I'm looking around. Would you? What was it again?
Yes, of course. Bryn, I did not write any of them down. Would you be able to list them out for
I
again?
will be able to
As-
list them out. You see observation hub, test subject containment, neural reprogramming center,
Ooh,
dissection chamber,
Absolutely not.
failed, covered with blood so you can't see the center room.
The biggest
I
no.
mean the center word, chamber, signal disturbance room.
Also yes.
Oh,
And
The,
Sylvie, as you are searching, you know that there is a latch at the side of the counter.
Ooh.
all right. She'll click it and pull it open.
You see a clipboard with some numbers on it and some notes and dates. It looks like many have been scratched through cleanly with a line. Test subject A, failure. Recruitment on October 19th. In
Stress.
progress.
Oh no.
And you just see lists. No, like, solid names. If I said names before, I'm correcting myself. But it just looks like almost like an attendance sheet of sorts of
Great.
who's signed in, who's been out.
Any names on there that we can make out, or are they all scratched?
They're all scratched. And it doesn't seem to be like names per se. It's more like groups, if you would.
Okay.
Like Team A, volunteers C, recruited V.
Y'all, I'm gonna still take this piece of paper. I don't know. It feels anytime I come across something in the last couple of years, it seems to circle back, so to speak. And she'll take the paper off the clipboard and go ahead and fold it and stick it in her bag. For some reason, that feels like something we should keep. For some reason,
Fair.
it's all odd. None of these places seem comfortable to go to, but personally, I'm thinking the signal disturbance room might be where whoever's in here, if they're still in here, would have went to get a signal. Somebody, right?
Do you think that's where the signal's being sent out that we heard on the radio to bring people in? And if that's the case, then we should stop that because this is not a comfortable place to be in.
Exactly.
Depending on the layout, it'd be nice to hit that observation room first so we can get a true like lay of the land, who or what is where, and maybe get an idea of, because right now it's a maze for us.
That's true.
That's fair.
Observation. This seems very medical.
And then it's the question
Observation.
of, is observing interior or is it like a up above checking
Exterior.
out?
Yeah.
In a medical sense, observation rooms are typically to observe a surgical.
Oh, sorry, I
Right.
was thinking like Ironhide. He's got, a spot where you can like view spot. I was thinking cameras,
Where they watch the
but it's a
observe, they
specific.
observe the the
Like
test.
watch surgeries.
Yeah.
Forgot
Maybe
about
all
those.
of them. Honestly,
Hmm.
maybe. Well, is there like a? We don't see like a. This is what happens in case of a fire. Kind of any emergency exits or something like that on the wall, do we?
Not in this room. It's very
Oh,
much the front area. The
okay,
way
so
out
no.
is the door.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, we won't answer any of these questions if we're still standing around here. She like has the machete like at the ready.
Did
All this
we
is like crazy
want to
and messed
move
up.
together? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying this is crazy and like messed up, but this is the chance they might have a lot of like medical stuff here because of
Yeah,
what they're doing, which we kind of
Yeah.
need.
we really
We
need.
keep an eye out, and
Salvaging's always good.
yep, pretty empty. So
The
we'll take
dissection
what we
room
can.
might have medication.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I think we'll try and sweep the whole area just carefully,
Yeah,
cautiously.
something is in here. I do want to make that clear. So I don't think splitting up would be a good idea.
No,
I would
we
also like
definitely
to
need to keep
point out that whatever is in here stopped making sound the moment we came in.
So
That
weird.
implies some level of intelligence. So it's probably not infected.
Well, could be a little raccoon or something.
Might be a test
Also
subject.
true.
Startled. Keep an eye out.
Is the door unlocked to that hallway, or do we gotta bust it open?
I don't think we've checked.
I'm checking.
The door is unlocked.
Oh, that makes me uneasy. That's even worse. All right.
Hey,
After you,
Ash,
everybody.
you got that mirror? Ash, you got that mirror? You wanna
Yeah. Oh,
do
yeah.
that nifty little trick again? That was pretty clever of you.
Thanks.
Uh,
All right.
I'd say honestly, yeah. If we can we get the mirror under the door? Or does
You
that?
cannot.
Okay, my sneaky little brain was like,
Rearview mirrors
before
are
we go
That was worth a
into
Ash will put shoulder the door and then kind of creep it open and then hold out in front of him so that if something comes out, he's got the door between him and it, hopefully.
Sylvie's ready with the machete, just in case. And that rhymed.
Yeah. I was about to say.
As you should.
Machete at the ready.
Yeah.
I'd watch that band.
Dock of the Epoch, machete at the ready. We're making a soundtrack. Sorry.
Hey, Bryn, we know
This
how
is our
you
first
feel about
album.
rhyming characters.
I do.
Yeah.
I do love them. So are you all? So the order is Ash, Sylvie. Who's after Sylvie?
I'll
Sounds like
I'll
Charlie's
I'll
at the
take a
back.
Oh,
oh, all
Charlie's
right,
at
never
the
mind then.
back.
That's
Okay.
what it sounded like.
Okay, no, I'm okay with that. I was gonna say I'll take up the rear in case anything tries to get us from behind.
All right. You all go forward. It's very quiet, besides the hum of the machines. And you do hear a faint movement coming from some of the rooms ahead. And Charlie, as you enter last, you're aware. It's like you're trying so hard to listen to everything. You know you heard that banging earlier, that rhythm. So as the door begins to go and close behind you, you hear the soft clicking of a lock.
Behind us?
I'm immediately trying that door again.
Oh
The-
no.
The door is now locked.
Oh, we have a problem.
Fantastic.
We have a big problem.
Oh jeez.
What?
That's a goal
we're-
of what? 30 seconds?
Yeah, we're locked in. We're locked
what
in.
now? Great. Wonderful. This day just keeps getting better and better, everybody.
I didn't even see anyone. Where were they?
Can we would I be able to see what kind of lock is it? Like is it kind of like Jimmy open with the machete?
It probably is, because I'm not that aware of the lock. Like it's more not somebody locked it behind you. It was set to lock from the inside.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Medical safety. Keep the things
Hmm.
in. Yup. All right. Well,
So we go out a window in case of emergency. In case of non-emergency, we bust the door down leisurely.
yep.
Yeah.
You are in the radio tower.
Mhm.
You see in this hallway you see one door on each side, and at the very end you can tell that the hall veers off, and then you see one door at the very end of the hallway.
Hmm.
All right. Do we see any plaques on
No
the doors at
plaques.
all, or no plaques, no indication? Is there any light coming from any of these areas?
There is light
Or
coming from
noises?
all of them.
All
and
of them. Woo!
noises coming from the one on the right. You definitely hear some noise there.
Sylvia will like, without saying anything, she'll like lift her hand and she'll point. And she's going like this and looks at everybody. Like
Hmm.
and she'll start like inching slowly towards that area without
The
saying anything.
First door that we come across, is that one on the left or is that that one on the right?
That one's on the left.
I should do a gentle check to see if locked versus unlocked.
It is unlocked.
Okay. Okay.
Does it swing into the room or out into the hallway?
Into the room.
Okay. Ash will be up against the wall so that he can kind of push it open. And we'll do a click and a gentle push and then bring his arm back and try and check with the mirror.
You see a relatively empty room. One wall full of mirrors. And you see in the mirror's reflection a few chairs with straps. And at your movement, you hear a sound.
What was that? I honestly cannot tell if that's a person or an infected.
Should we open the door? Yes.
What? Why would we want to open the door?
To find out what it is.
Why would we want to know what that is?
Because what if it's a person who needs help?
And we gotta clear room by room, or like we're gonna get people behind us as we go.
All right. Clear the room.
Go ahead, Ash.
Yeah, Ash, you do it. I'm not doing that.
You open the door and I'll wait to swing.
Please
but-
wait to swing. Please
Close it,
wait
I
to
close it.
swing.
Ash is gonna gently let the door kind of open, and is gonna toss his backpack in, wait a moment, and then kind of like creep in slowly behind it.
Roll some survival real quick.
The stealth level in a video game.
Fantastic. Distraction.
Well, not stealth. I might roll that in a second, but I want to check if see.
One success. One.
As you're going through, you remember how when you let the other door close when you came in, it locked behind you. So please keep that in mind as you enter this room.
Somebody, we can put the screwdriver in the door.
Use it like a door stop.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea.
You come in, and you see more than your mirror could show you. The room is filled with makeshift machines, cobbled together from radio parts, old speakers, and you even do see some medical devices. Large speakers are mounted to the walls, and crude tangled wires snake across the floor. On one wall, you see many charts. You see many papers that seem to be displaying wavelengths or frequencies of some sorts. You see abandoned headsets and a butterfly just goes through the room and exit the doors. On the wings, you see what appears to be a pattern of skulls. And as you turn, in fact, that is what you see. On one desk, you see a collection of heads in order from size smallest to largest. And though from the chair you could see some empty chairs, Ash, as you enter the room, there's a whole nother wall with a whole nother set of mirrors. And 3 more chairs. And you come closer. The undead, strapped within, headphones on their heads, staring into the mirrors. Though they appear to be turning, or attempting to. 'Cause darn, don't you smell fresh and delicious. And the chairs creak and rattle as they attempt to turn.
Mm-mm.
It's in the chair, right?
They're in the chair.
Just one.
3.
3.
Oh, there's 3. Oh. Ooh. Cool.
Yeah, he'll scoop his backpack, throw it back on his shoulder, and temporarily restrained. We can try and hit him now before they get up, or we get out of the way.
Oh, we can't have them following.
put them out of their misery. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Doc, you ready with that machete?
Yes.
Alright, everyone take one.
Yeah, Sylvie's got one, and then she'll look at Charlie.
All
Who's
right, yeah.
strong as well.
Yep.
All right. Y'all ready? I guess.
Ready when you are.
Sylvie will approach the furthest chair, essentially, and
The furthest chair?
take out the walker that's in the chair.
Roll close combat.
Close combat. Okay. That'll be one success. But since I have, because I forgot, does
With-
stress hinder any of that?
If the stress hits a 1.
Okay.
Did it?
Well, no, you said to add one
Okay.
stress point.
Okay, good.
So I didn't know if I had to
Like
die away. I couldn't remember.
No, it's you add
Okay.
a die in there, and I usually use a different color, so I know
Okay,
really
okay.
easily. And if it hits the 1, you mess up. Like you can succeed, but you mess up
Two.
somehow.
I got a 2 on the stress die.
Okay, so you're still good.
Yeah. One
Um,
succeed, and then okay on the stress.
You hit it. Describe how you hit it.
I think in my head they're in a line. So
Mhm.
Sylvie will approach the 3 chairs. She will be as far out of their grasp as she can to the left as she approaches the furthest chair. And with the machete in her hand, she is going to look at this figure and kind of see if she can make out what it used to be, kind of in this moment of like, you were once exactly like us, and in no more than like a second of this, solemn moment, she will take the machete, and with all of her strength, slice its head off. Because she's not
Slice the
leaving
head
it.
off?
Yep, she's
Okay.
not leaving it. No chance.
All right. So it comes down, looking at you the whole time. And something within it, it had been rattling. It had been struggling. But as soon as you came into view, it stopped. It stares, and you see what must have been the remnants of blonde hair. A very cheerful rainbow t-shirt, and a rather large ring on their index finger. Roll mobility.
Roll mobility, okay. That was a 5 on the die. So that's a not.
Not success.
Okay. That's great. I love that for me.
You sliced its head off.
Ooh.
You did not smash it in.
Oh,
You
it's still
feel
isn't it?
Do we need to smash it in?
You got it. It's the brain. You got it.
Oh, I thought detaching it from.
Yeah, like what
The
can it do if
center.
it's headless?
and it's landed near you. You
Uh-oh.
feel its teeth sink into your shoe.
Cool. That's fine. That's fine. Shoes.
You are wearing shoes, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, of course I'm wearing shoes.
Oh god.
Like
Oh,
camping boots. Yeah.
As long as it doesn't break the skin.
Yeah. So immediately she'll
But
shift back and try and.
You feel it trying, it seems to be traveling up your shoe with its teeth.
What the
That's- I hate that. What? All right. This is good to know, everybody. You didn't know this. She is like kicking her foot, actually against the chair. She
All right.
will do one real solid kick against the chair to quite literally bash its head in.
All right. Close
Ugh.
combat.
Fantastic. I love this for me.
You got this. I believe in you so
You
much.
can-
We're learning, everybody. We're learning. That is one success.
You.
Ugh. Wait, hold on. Do I do a stress die?
Yes, you usually roll it with all of your dice.
Okay. Again, that's a 5 on the stress die.
Woo!
So it's still good. Still good. Still good. Still good, everybody. It's fine.
You successfully. You're kicking desperately, and you successfully get this creature's head against the chair, and you hear the sound of the end of that hazy as it goes against the chair. 2 shamblers remain.
Jeez. Okay.
It's a little bit more rattled than I thought. Just kind of lost myself.
Are you okay? Did it hurt you?
Scratching her foot against the ground to get the gunk off. Nah, these almost military grade hunting shoes here, they're lifesaver. If we can find more, y'all need a pair, just in case. Ugh.
Agreed.
All right, somebody else.
I'm already. I think happening simultaneously.
Yeah.
I'm working on the second one. Just a swift hit with my axe into the head.
Roll close combat.
My mistake.
No, hey,
Wait, we
You're
learned
fine.
organically.
Like, clearly you just take the hat off, it would be fine. Apparently
I
not.
mean, I think that's what we all assume, honestly.
Look at us learning.
Am I the only one who's watched The Walking Dead?
I mean,
I have
but
not, though.
I thought that, like, just, like, making sure that the head came off, like, it was because it detaches the brain. Anyways.
Yeah.
That's
It
2
does stop the
successes.
body. It just doesn't stop the head.
Successes. And goodness, Charlie, it's so good you did, because as you approach, the head snaps back, staring at you. And it actually, as your hands go down to smash it, its head tilts, jaw gaping open, a little too much, as though trying to catch your wrist as you swing. But you see and correct and describe how you smash his.
It's unceremonious. It is just a quick hit right into the top of the head, like forehead, and out. It's just quick. I don't think she even thinks much of it. It's just like putting this person out of their misery is really the only thing.
And out it goes. The headphones it was wearing clattering to the floor. It was knocked off from the impact. You hear the sound of something playing within, but you can't make it out. 1 undead remains.
Okay. I will swing my machete. Again, it's same as everyone else, because as soon as it's happening simultaneously, I'm going to chop its head off.
Yeah,
Close.
okay, yeah, see?
Close combat.
Oh, goodness. Hey, 2 successes.
As you approach Dr. Desmond, it's not moving. Unlike the other 2, there's no sounds. It's staring intently into the mirror.
Can I tell if it's alive? But not
It is.
alive, but like...
It is alive as
Okay.
you approach and begin your swing. Its eyes
Okay.
flick to you for a moment. It doesn't move. its eyes on itself the entire time as your weapon goes down. Though it appears some instinct kicks in. Its mouth does open, but it falls to the floor. And at first, nothing. Until it rolls, and it can't see its reflection anymore. If a zombie could scream, it would be. Any bit of sound left in it is emitted from it until it can't make any more sound, but its mouth is still open, still moving in a silent scream.
Can I stomp on the head?
You can. You can just stomp on it. It's not fighting back.
I'm just gonna go ahead and just try and crush the skull.
It folds, collapses beneath your boot easily.
Cool.
Oh. Suppose we're finished here.
Ash has been standing in the doorway, just double to keep it open. And
Yep.
what are they playing?
I'm putting on the headphones.
Sylvie's doing the same with hers.
Charlie, you hear.
You are Evan. You enjoyed space. When you were in 3rd grade, you won first place in your science fair. You are Evan. To your right is your fiancé. You are going to get married on September 26th.
Sylvie, Rose. In whose headphones did you pick up?
First one, the furthest away. The fiance with the ring and the tie-dye shirt.
You are Sophie. Sophie, congratulations. You have just been accepted into medical school. You are going to get married in September. Your fiancé is beside you. You love riding horses. Look at what you have become.
Sylvie Rose will look at Charlie as she's listening because they
Yeah.
both got the headphones on, and her face just drops as she takes them off. As I imagine it starts to repeat the same couple phrases, right?
It does. It goes through quite a few, but the messages are the same, reminding whoever these were of who they are.
She'll wait until it starts to repeat the cycle before she goes ahead and takes it off. And they were, I mean, this one at least, this is Sophie, and I learned some very personal things about Sophie here, and it's like they were trying to get Sophie to remember who she was, and not very great after we've finished the job, I guess. Charlie, is your headset saying something similar? Or
Yeah, I'm concerned because this means that they planned this. This means they have a way to infect people with the virus.
Oh, so you think these people weren't already infected when they were put in the chair. You think?
How would they know all these facts about them? They would have to have someone who gave it to them.
No, you're right. Wow, that's evil. Like,
Yeah.
wow. Like, don't get me wrong, I completely understand scientific experimentation myself, but that's just unethical.
Yeah, I would say this is a little unethical.
Definitely something. Doc, yours didn't have headphones on, but
No, it was just staring at the mirror.
anything in that mirror you see? Or,
I'm assuming it's just a regular mirror, yes?
It is just a regular mirror, but you do remember that there is a wall with charts and writing.
If I had to guess, I would say the mirror was the test for facial recognition, seeing if the zombie could look at itself and see that it was a person.
well, Sylvie Rose will go to the papers on the wall and see if she can find Sophie's name on anything. Look for subject name.
Sophie, subject 132.
Wow.
Sophie's apparently 132 out of, I don't know. Charlie, does yours have a name? Your
Evan?
Evan. Sylvie Rose will look for Evan's name as well.
Evan, subject 131.
31. And then we've either got yours, Doctor, either 130 or 133, I guess. Sylvia will look for both of those numbers for a potential name for the one that is in the third chair.
You see the name. Bill, subject 130. Success.
Oh, you said Bill was looking at that.
Subject
Mirror?
indicates that he recognizes and remembers who he is. Subject has stopped hostility, only reacting when we take him away from the mirror.
Y'all, they only, for Bill there, only got hostile again when they took him away from the mirror. Apparently Bill could recall who he was.
That's terrible.
Awful.
At least, like by their standards, I guess.
But at the same time, a very interesting development.
Yeah.
Still
Yeah.
terrible, though. I'm not
I mean,
condoning this.
Yeah, still bad. Still bad.
Yeah.
Just,
I think maybe.
fascinating if you think about it. They still
It-
have cognitive functions. That's
Well,
It's terrifying.
we didn't really know. I guess they kind of know.
You also
I don't-
see on the walls just general notes. Things such as trial number 27, undead response to low frequency exposure. Subject
Aberdeen-
responded to sound 6. Failure in light pattern number 3. Ash will what? I apologize.
You're good. Ash was going to sit in the doorway and kind of keep an eye, and hopefully, he'll be in the doorway and kind of keep an eye down the hall and occasionally glance back, just in case whoever closed the door on us opens that door or is creeping up or anything. So just trying to keep an eye on the hallway.
Scout, please.
I think before we leave this room, maybe find some of these audios, if possible, in a disc or in a tape format. See if we can possibly bring it with us. This low frequency or sound 6 might be useful.
Not a
2
bad
successes.
idea.
What did you roll?
2 successes.
Something catches your eye as you're doing your back and
Ew.
forth, and the door that you were concerned about, Sylvie Rose, the one that you heard the sounds from, Ash, you notice it's so terribly quiet in comparison to whatever sounds are in there. But you see the doorknob twisting once, twice, 3 times,
Gonna take the
but it doesn't
screwdriver and
open.
oh, thank God. He's gonna take the
Oh.
screwdriver and try and take the door jamb out of the door, so that even if we close it, it shouldn't be able to like actually. He'll also inspect the door and make sure there's nothing else attached, like any other means. But when he sees that, he's gonna take that and start taking the little lock out of the door, so that hypothetically they can close it and open it without it actually latching into the wall.
I believe that would be tech.
Oh, 2 success.
You
Hey.
very easily take this off. You make the door not lock behind you as you go in.
And just to be safe in case he's messing this up, he's not gonna close the door. He's
Just
gonna
kinda like,
he's gonna get it close, and then he's gonna set the screwdriver in, and so that he can kind of press it up against the metal. And then if we get worried, I can
okay.
just close it.
Like,
But hopefully, if someone's like glancing down, it might at least look like the door is just in its normal position.
yeah.
We're trying.
Yeah.
Sneaky. I would say that if there's anything in this room that's like medical that we might need tool wise to kind of grab. Again, if there is some form of audio that we can physically take with us as well, I feel like being able to play lo-fi beats potentially might be helpful at some point. um so I don't know where this audio is actually coming from, or if they have it in this space here.
Well, you very easily are able to identify all the things you're looking for because, similar to what was at the office, wow,
Yeah.
the
At the
office, you see that within this room they have clearly labeled things. You see the recordings in the filing cabinets. You see that all of the medical equipment is near all of the skulls that have been nicely
Oof.
lined up according to their size.
Hmm.
So easy enough, you find the sounds that you're looking for, as well as the evidence you want to take back with you.
If we put these this low frequency or this sound 6 that they've got labeled, she sticks it in her bag, in the truck as we're driving back, they said that they respond well to it. They'd keep anything we come across calm. Just as a thought,
Awesome.
might come in handy.
Now, does it naturally affect all infected, or just ones that have been conditioned to be calmed down? By
Honestly, not fully sure there.
Hmm.
Guess that's something we'll figure out.
It's still worth a try.
But take what we can get,
Yeah.
just in case.
Uh, This is kind of like weird, but maybe you could indulge me. The skulls that are up there. Could you like misarrange them a little bit? And then if we come back this way and they're back in their arrangement, we know someone's been in here.
Listen, Ash, you got a quick brain in there. You're real clever. This Sylvie Rose will go and shift a couple of the skulls.
Glancing around, are there
Yeah.
any monitors or cameras in this room?
You see recollecting, because you are someone that scouts a lot, you have to be aware of your surroundings. You very easily calculate the angle that the camera must, have to be to give a good scope of the room. And you just see one in the corner. The light is on above it.
Oh, that's comforting. Something's
Well,
watching us.
Or it could just mean the camera's on. Maybe there's no one in the observation room.
Yeah, all right. So maybe
Just to be
we
safe,
should.
Ash flips it off.
Yeah.
Ash rips it off.
Flips it off.
Okay.
Gives it the bird.
Oh.
Oh.
I thought you were like, I'm gonna tilt it to the ceiling so it can't see us. You're like, no, that's not.
No.
I'm insulting the camera.
Just
Old
flip
punk.
off.
It's just old punk coming through.
Love it.
Oh.
It is a quick motion. There's no animosity behind it. It just looks like it's a practice thing of oh yeah, I see camera, I flip it off. That's just what we do.
Yeah.
Well, if
His form of a dog.
anyone is watching us through the cameras, we come in peace.
We don't want to be this. No thanks.
Yes, we're not looking to be your next experiment, but we could help each other.
Or something. All right, you guys. I'm getting the heebie-jeebies being in this room here. We want to scoot on to the next, I guess.
Absolutely.
Just so you guys know, that louder door, the handle's been turning on it a little bit.
All right. That's comforting, I guess. All right. Ash, you got this door set a certain way. You want to be our guest and undo it for us?
He'll step back and make sure he gets his hands firmly on it, and then takes the screwdriver out of the way, puts a foot in front, and allows anyone to pass that's ready.
Sylvie, as you exit, you hear a familiar sound. The stream of water. But your body's still moving, automatically, following the group. That was embarrassing. It's not happening. Sound of water running. You hear the familiar sound of a blade scraping against a cheek. Now, Sylvie Rose, in the corner of your eye, you see your grandfather shaving, carefully examining the side of his head. Us Willards, we gotta stick together. Are you safe? Was this worth it? My sweet girl? Nice and alive and helping. Not at all. And he turns, the side of his face decayed. Bittersweet.
Stares in the direction that she caught the glimpse of her grandpa, and she has her hand on the side of her head that is shaved, as she's just staring until he like disappears. And as she goes towards the door, she goes, "Y'all, we need to stay together. Don't split up. Stay close."